Okay, again, we're doing this is page 5 of the Unit 7 review. We're doing quadratic with integer coefficients. So we do this, set it up, x equals, multiply both sides by 2. Okay, bring the square root of x over by either subtracting it or adding it, depending on which one is needed. Now I've got 2x minus root 6 times 2x plus root 6 is equal to 0. And I FOIL. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. This is the difference of squared, so there is no outside term, and then I get square root of 6 times square root of 6 is 6. That equals 0, and you're done. Nice having difference of squares. Cuts out the outside and inside term. Over here, start again. X is equal to 1 plus root 5. X is equal to 1 minus root 5. Okay, I like to bring these over as a quantity just because I can treat that fact later on when I'm foiling as a useful step. And so I get x minus 1 plus root 5 times x minus 1 minus root 5. Write that 5 better. Root 5 equals 0. FOIL. X squared minus x times 1 minus root 5 is your outside, minus x times 1 plus root 5 is your inside, and your last is plus 1 plus root 5, 1 minus root 5. That all equals 0. So x squared minus x root 5 minus x plus x root 5 plus 1 minus 5 equals 0. Stuff cancels, so cancel it. That stuff combines, and so I get x squared minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. And that's your answer for that one. Alright, again, x equals negative 2 plus root 5 over 3. X equals negative 2 minus root 5 over 3. Again, those are conjugates. 3x is equal to negative 2 plus root 5. 3x is equal to negative 2 minus root 5. 3x minus negative 2 plus root 5 equals 0. 3x minus negative 2 minus root 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so you get a little bit, or can get a little bit complicated here, but you just have to be particular and meticulous with your work. Okay, so we'll get 3x minus that stuff times 3x minus the other stuff equals 0. Now we FOIL 9x squared. Outside, negative 3x times negative 2 minus root 5. Inside, negative 3x times negative 2 plus root 5 plus to negative 2 plus root 5, negative 2 minus root 5 equals 0. Alright, so take it another simplification step. Plus 6x plus 3x root 5 plus 6x minus 3x root 5. And then FOIL that last little bit together. Plus 4, negative 2 times negative 2, minus 5, root 5 times root 5. They are conjugates, so the outside and inside cancel. Equals 0. Now cancel what we can cancel. Combine what we can combine. So we'll get 9x squared plus 12x minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. X is equal to 3I root 3. X is equal to negative 3I root 3. X minus 3I root 3 x plus 3I root 3 equals 0. Multiply them together. X minus 3I root 3 times x plus 3I root 3. Lovely. They're conjugates, so the outside inside cancel. Gives us a difference of squares. Minus 9I squared times root 3 times root 3, which is 0. X squared plus 27 is equal to 0. 3 times 9 is 27. I squared is another negative 1. So, alright, so here, x is equal to 5 minus 2I, x is equal to 5 plus 2I. Get x minus 5 minus 2I equals 0. X minus 5 plus 2I equals 0. Multiply it together. Oh, let's actually multiply it together. Alright, FOIL, first times first, outside, inside, last, equals 0. So get x squared minus 5x minus 2ix minus 5x plus 2ix plus 25 minus 4I squared equals 0. Whoa. Equals 0. Okay, cancel what you can cancel. Combine what you can combine. Negative 5x, negative 5x. And then this stuff actually combines. X squared minus 10x. I squared is negative 1. So this is 25 plus 4. So that's plus 29 is equal to 0. And there's your answer for that one. 24. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, x equals negative 2 plus I root 5 over 3. Alright, and then x equals negative 2 minus I root 5 over 3. Gives me 3x equals negative 2 plus I root 5. 3x equals negative 2 minus I root 5. 3x minus negative 2 plus I root 5 equals 0. 3x minus negative 2 minus I root 5 equals 0. Multiply the things together. 3x minus negative 2 plus I root 5 times 3x minus negative 2 minus I root 5 equals 0. FOIL, 9x squared is your first. Your outside is negative 3x times negative 2 minus I root 5. Inside is negative 3x times negative 2 plus I root 5. And your last is plus negative 2 plus I root 5 times negative 2 minus I root 5. And that whole thing equals 0. Distribute 9x squared plus 6x plus 3xi root 5 plus 6x minus 3xi root 5. Note, that'll cancel with that. Also, that will combine with that. Okay, FOIL the last bit. They are conjugates, so negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Minus I squared times 5. all that is equal to 0. Remember that these will combine too because I squared is -1, so it's really 4 plus 5. Come down here, do your final touches. 9x squared plus 12x plus 9 is equal to 0, and that's your solution. So that's the end of page 5 for the Unit 7 review. I'll do page 6 next.